Hello and welcome to Keep Information Systems Simple's video on creating a very basic, very simple query inside of Microsoft Access. This is the first video of a series of query videos. There will be more advanced videos on advanced queries, links to those in the description below. Today though, I want to create a very basic query that's going to return some data about the institution that we have here. In this scenario, we have 4 tables: courses, materials required, professors, and supplies. This has to do with a college or university. So let's get into this. We're going to click the Create button, and then we're going to come over and we're going to click Query Design. Now, as we learn queries, you can cheat here a little bit. I'm just going to help us cheat. I'm going to add all the tables. And go Add, click Close. And let's align these tables up a little better so I can see them. And now, at the very basic, when we're looking at what data we want to pull in this query, we can see each table that we have and the different fields that are available. In this query, I want to return the course number, course title, professor ID, and professor name. And so I just double click on those titles in each of their respective tables. Since I'm not using the supplies table or the materials required table, I'm going to right mouse click on them and remove them. They will impact my view if I have them involved for no reason. So here we go. I want to show course number, course title, professor ID, and professor name. I'm going to click Run, and this returns course number, course title, professor ID, and professor name for 5 scenarios that we have here. That works in this scenario because there's only 5 classes. In reality, there's going to be far more data in your database. And so you want to be selective on the data that you return inside of your query. And so inside of this query, let's say that I want to return all course numbers, course titles for any professor with the ID of MG. And so I'm going to put, in my criteria field, I'm going to put MG specifically, and then I'm going to click Run. And now we see that it's returning course number, title, professor ID, and professor name for only the courses where the professor ID is MG. One other option that we have in here is what data we want to actually view in our query. Since I know that it is professor ID MG, and that's just the professor's initials, I'm going to uncheck the show option here. All that is going to change is the view that we see. And so now if we click Run, we will see that we have course number, course title, and professor name, but not professor ID. It is still using professor ID. In fact, that's the criteria that it is using to select data from our 2 tables. And that, in a nutshell, is a very basic query where we can say, go through and pull this data out of Microsoft Access. Now, as with everything else in Access, when we click the X, it's going to ask us to save. Yes, we want to save this. We're going to say, we want to name this MG_courses and click OK. And now we have a query called MG courses. Thank you very much.